Wednesday evening, Sugar Valley Church family. I hope you've had a good day today. On Sunday for the invitation, Brad and I sang an old song called The Unseen Hand. And the unseen hand is another way of describing what is probably my favorite theological term, providence. I've said in the past, providence basically means that God is driving even if you're the one steering. Providence is God's way of getting you to where He wants you to be for His will, for His glory, and for your good. One of the greatest illustrations I think of providence is a story from the book of Genesis. Sarah has died and Abraham is advanced in years, and he sends his servant and he makes him swear that he'll go back to the land from which Abraham and his people came to find a wife for his son Isaac. And he sends the servant on this mission, and the servant asks questions like, what if she won't come with me? Should I take Isaac there? And he said, no, don't do that. Just find her and ask her to come back, whoever this bride is that's part of my kinfolk and my family. So the servant takes some of Abraham's camels and his riches, and he sets off on this journey back to where Abraham had come from. And there's a scene where he gets to the village where he knows he's supposed to be, and he's sitting out by the well, and he prays a prayer. He said, "O Lord God of my master Abraham, please grant me success today and show steadfast love to my master Abraham. Behold, I'm standing by the spring of water, and the daughters of the men of the city are coming out to draw water. Let the young woman to whom I shall say, please let down your jar that I may drink, and who shall say, drink, and I will water your camels. Let her be the one you have appointed for your servant Isaac. By this I shall know that you have shown steadfast love to my master." Verse 15 picks up, "Before he had finished speaking, behold, Rebekah, who was born to Bethuel, the son of Milcah, the wife of Nahor, Abraham's brother, came out with her water jar on her shoulder." She goes on and does exactly what he had asked God for her to do. Now, this is an extraordinary circumstance, and I don't know that providence works all the time by us asking God to do specific things in specific ways, but it's a moment where God steers this man to the right place at the right time, and he ends up getting Rebekah and bringing her back, and she becomes Isaac's wife. Providence is unseen so many times. Dr. Robert Smith said providence, like Hebrew, has to be read backwards. You have to look back to see where providence has worked in your life or in the life of those around you. But here's what we can say about providence today. Number one, you can trust that it's in place, that God is working, and He is working behind the scenes to order things so that you'll get where you need to be, and He'll get you where He wants you to be for His glory. Providence is in place in your life and mine right now. We can also say of providence that it's good. Now, there are times when the providence, the unseen hand of God, will lead you into difficult places and difficult times, but ultimately it is for your good. He's going to bring you through that to where He wants you to be, and providence is working at all times for your good. We quote Romans 8:28, "We know all things work together for good to them who love God, to them who are the called according to His purpose." And providence is working right now in your life. You may not be able to see it. You may not be able to detect it right now, but there'll be a time somewhere where you'll be able to look back and say, I see how the hand of God was working in that time in my life. Continue to pray now for Sunday. We're anticipating coming back to worship together. We've done some work in the auditorium to make sure there's plenty of room and space, and you'll understand when you get there exactly how we're going to be seated. We're going to have masks for everybody. There'll be sanitizing stations. And so if you're planning on coming back to worship Sunday, just be praying for the services. If you're not going to come back yet, as Preacher Mitch said the other day, that's fine. Pray for the services still and ask the Lord to supply the needs and to bless as we try to ease back into corporate worship together at the house of God. We love you. I hope you have a good rest of the evening. God bless you.